Well, this would normally be the recap from today's live stream, but since I forgot to press record, this will be just a short little video telling you what we did in the live stream today. And I don't know, maybe that's what I'll do going forward. I'm trying to figure out how to make them all make less time for me. But I am working on the black and white Just Because books. And if you don't already know, there is a challenge going on using the hashtag BWJustBecauseBook, and I am loving what I am seeing so far from everybody's books. I will put a link down in the comments to the playlist that I am building with these great books that people are doing, and they're sharing them in my Facebook group, which you are invited to join if you are on Facebook and want to participate over there as well. So these are my two little books. This one I have started doing the seed stitching, and let me tilt it so you can see there is a little bit of flocking on this material, so I'm going to seed stitch around that. And I had previously off camera, I had done my blanket stitch around the edges, and just really thinking today about how to fill it. So one thing I did was I took some lace, and this was just like some ragged edges of lace, and just couched that down. I thought I was going to do a lot more couching. It didn't go that way. I am not worrying about things on the back showing. We did experiment with maybe cutting a circle for another page, and it didn't work on the other in here. Somebody had suggested possibly putting a circle here, and then somebody else said, well, that made it look like a fish, so nope, that wasn't going to work. But I'm kind of liking the idea maybe there, and I might even cut a larger circle and stitch it on here. Or perhaps not have the stitches go through, I might just glue it on there. And then I took this gauze and another little bit of lace and stitched that on here. So that's as far as I've gotten on this book. Now, some people have been talking about how hard it was, those of us that learned to sew, to do any kind of handwork when we were younger. We were taught that the backs were supposed to be really neat, and we were worried about that showing. And really, I want to invite you to not worry about that. One of the things that I often do when I have that kind of, stitching showing is that I will go back with my threads and I will make a bunch of these little loops. I don't know if you can kind of see the loops there. And I will just do loopy stitches through there. Another thing you can do is cut a piece of material. Let's see if we have something even close to the right size, which we don't. Picture this was the right colors, and you can do some stitching on that and then just glue that piece of material to it. You can also do your book in such a way that instead of stitching on the pages, already in book form, you can do all your stitching on this and then just tack it to the page. So don't stress about showing that. Now in this book, again, I've done the blanket stitches around the edges. I was going to do couching, and so I played around with this ribbon, and boy, that did not look good at all. So then I made a cluster, and I really, really love that. You can just see a little bit of the ribbon sticking out like that, and then the cluster, which is just a pile of the black and white stuff I had on my desk. I just gathered it up, stitched it together, put a little black and white bead on the top. So that is the progress on the black and white Just Because books in today's live stream. Thank you so much.